Today we'll be talking about due process. It's a constitutional principle that the government must follow fair procedures before it can take away someone's life, liberty, or property. Um, it's kind of just a restraint on the government so they can't be acting too tyrannical and just be sentencing people for any reason they want without a fair hearing. Um, it is given to us like in the Constitution through the Bill of Rights in the Fifth Amendment and in the 14th Amendments of the Constitution. I'm gonna go through what the Fifth Amendment says. No person shall be held to answer for a capital or otherwise infamous crime unless on a presentment or indictment of a grand jury, except in cases arising in the land or naval forces or in the militia, when in actual service in time of war or public danger, nor shall any person be subject for the same offense to be twice put in jeopardy of life or limb, nor shall be compelled in any criminal case to be a witness against himself, nor be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of the law, nor shall private property be taken for public use without just compensation. So basically, what this is saying that the Fifth Amendment is saying that you're entitled to a grand jury if you want one, and that you can't just be tried by the state. You'll be tried amongst your peers, people from society, not government officials or anything like that. Kind of balancing out, you know, or given a fair trial, so you're not just being judged by the government. You're being judged by people from society, from the public, making it more fair, essentially. Um, yeah, due process of the law. So, like this is saying that the government can't take any actions against you, can't take your life, your freedoms, or your belongings without this right you have, without the due process. And then the 14th Amendment also covers due process. And this states all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction therefore of are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of the law, nor deny any person with its jurisdiction the equal protections of the law. So this is kind of going into, citizen. The 14th Amendment is covering citizenship rights to begin with, and basically it's saying that the government can't take away your right of citizenship without without due process specifically. So you have the same rights in in defending your citizenship that you do in a criminal case. So you're still entitled to due process in that aspect as well. And that kind of goes into the prompt and what we're going over today and how you're legally authorized to be in the U.S. There's some key elements of due process. One being being notice from the government, and the government must inform individuals of its intentions and the reasons behind them. And this kind of ensures that individuals have a chance to present their side of the story and speak their half, and that the government can't just say this is the way it is and no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Opportunity for hearing is another key element of due process, and it's stating that individuals must be given a chance to present their case and evidence before a decision is made. So once again, kind of just being able to give them let them say their piece and show like, hey, this is exactly what happened from my perspective, and this is how I see it. And once again, just like taking away that power from the government where they can't just be like, like slam the hammer down and say this is exactly how it is. It gives a voice to the people. Yeah. And kind of going into the prompt and about how due process protects or gives you the ability to defend yourself as not being a terrorist. It kind of is just going through these key elements, notice and opportunity for hearing, and just being able to present yourself or defend yourself in court, and then also not be tried by the government, but be tried by people of society and a grand jury. So yeah, that's my video. Thank you for listening.